What did you say? Flagpole.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn dirty ape!
No! You're a wizard, Harry.
In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
And I care! What is the deal?
No, do me a favor, Captain. Go fuck yourself.
Language.
Why so serious?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm vengeance.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Welcome back to That's So Random, the most random podcast on the internet. I'm Brayden, and as per usual, with me is Andrew. We're here talking about some Clash at the Castle, and of course we'll talk about the Brawl after.
Whoop whoop, Clash at the Castle. Too bad that this one kind of wasn't as good as the last one.
It's still pretty good.
It was really good. I think the worst match was also the most surprising match.
Yes, that may be the most shocking thing of the night, because even though we both predicted Drew to win in the main event, I still fully expected CM Punk to show up in some way, so that didn't really shock me. But what they did with it is interesting.
Yeah, and I have a theory. But let's just get into the PLE. Something I was really excited to see, though, on the opening match of the card, the WWE title being defended. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it honestly made sense that this was the opening match, because I was just... it had to be the first match or the last match, probably, but it made sense to have Drew be the main event. So having Cody and AJ open the show just made a ton of sense.
But it was like, when Roman was on the card, he had to be the fucking main event, which is so annoying. Even if it wasn't the best story on the show, he was still the main event. And it's like, that's so fucking dumb and lame. I didn't like it, but I'm glad the WWE title match opened it. What'd you think of the I Quit match?
Probably the best match of the night.
Really?
For me, I think so.
Oh, wow. IC title is probably the best.
I don't know. I really like this match. I think AJ fucking shined.
But,
I really like the handcuff spot. I think that was executed very well. And then, when Cody threw the chair and AJ was going for the phenomenal forearm and he goes right through the table, I was like, oh my god, only someone like AJ Styles can. Because it looks like he was, landing improperly, but he still made it work. He's like, no, I'm still going through this table. Fuck you.
I like the spot where AJ Styles was going to hit Cody Rhodes' mom with a chair.
Dude, the whole time I was watching this, I'm like, bro, AJ, just grab his mom from the crowd and make him say I quit. You're not just going to get him to say I quit beating the shit out of him. You should know this.
Also, I hate... I don't know. I hate it. That's the one thing I can't stand about I Quit matches is they just, for one, they don't go above and beyond. I would, bring a gun and, hold it to their head and be like, say I quit, otherwise I'm going to kill you. I mean, fuck, it's no DQ.
You might get arrested.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's sanctioned, at least, in the match. Who says it's illegal in the match?
A gun?
After the fact. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess Triple H was hitting people with sledgehammers back in his day, so if a sledgehammer is illegal, why would a gun not be?
Yeah, that's a blunt force object. That's attempted murder. At least mine's just threatening.
I mean, it is legal to run people over with cars, so what's a gun?
Yeah. Fucking Vince McMahon's limo blew up one time. Somebody killed him. Remember that?
Yeah, that was right after the redacted stuff.
No, right before the redacted stuff.
Oh, I thought it was after.
It was right before it happened.
Oh yeah, that's why they did away with that storyline.
Yeah, they canned that whole storyline. For some reason, that and The Undertaker turning around and saying, "Buckle up, Teddy." Those always mesh together in my mind, and I don't know why.
He was recently talking about that on his podcast, The Undertaker was.
Was he really?
Yeah, it was his most recent episode with Chris Van... What is his name?
Chris Van Fleet?
Yeah, him. I was like, oh, dude, I love that moment. Yeah, apparently none of that was scripted. The Buckle Up Teddy, Undertaker just did that.
He's funny. But, no, but then the other thing is, it'll be 5 seconds into the match, and the ref will be, putting the mic in somebody's face. Do you quit? And then just, it's an intense moment, and they're like, no! It's like, well, no shit, they don't fucking quit. Why are you asking? Don't
when he asked, the one time he asked AJ before AJ actually quit, he was like, I fuck you, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing that I don't like about I Quit matches. If I was a ref, I would just be like, they'd be screaming I quit, and I'd just be on my phone, just what? You quit? You quit? You finally quit? Okay. Oh, he's holding a gun to your head.
I think
Holy
they're fun,
shit.
but like when you have a John Cena or a Cody Rhodes in an I Quit match, you already know the outcome before it even starts. Like, I mean, even if this was a regular match, you'd probably assume Cody was going to win, but making an I Quit match is just telling you straight up Cody's going to win because he's obviously not going to say those words.
Yeah, like if you had like a Braun Breaker versus like a Brock Lesnar type of deal, and obviously not those specific guys, but or like a Gunther versus a Braun Breaker, putting them in like an I Quit match, that's completely different.
I also didn't love the story of like Cody passed out during a submission in this match, and they're like, "Oh, if this was a normal match, AJ Styles would have won." I'm like, "Okay, this is already their second match. Are you really just gonna drag the storyline out more?" And that's cool. Like, I like that AJ's there, but I want to see AJ win some matches.
Yeah, put AJ in like I don't know where to put AJ Styles. Just put him in a good high profile feud with somebody. Who's a good face right now that he could face on SmackDown?
Well, he already did LA Knight. That was the WrestleMania program.
He did Randy.
Oh yeah, so I feel like Randy versus Cody is probably going to be SummerSlam because of how Randy was looking down at that belt.
We'll get to that in just a sec. I want to see if we can think of anybody for AJ though, because like I know WWE really listens to what we have to say.
I mean, I don't know if Carmelo Hayes is a face or not, but I mean, him and AJ could have some banger matches.
Well, he's one of those guys that if AJ beats him, it's one of them things. If he goes toe to toe with AJ Styles, it's not going to hurt Carmelo Hayes. It's not going to hurt him, So that would be that'd be good. I like that. Good idea. I didn't know who was on SmackDown. That's why I was asking you. You probably knew who was on SmackDown.
I don't know everyone, but I know Carmelo Hayes is there. And I'm assuming I'm assuming LA Knight and Logan Paul are probably about to feud because I feel like that's going to be a SummerSlam match. And LA Knight's finally going to win a fucking championship.
Remember when we had like the Raw, ECW, and SmackDown rosters like memorized?
When I actually watched every show every week. And now I just watch clips and stuff, so it's like, yeah, I know some of the people that are on the roster.
Oh, did you see that apparently there's going to be a Netflix women's mid-card title? Is that fake?
What?
Yeah, there's going to be it's like a TV championship, but it's when Raw debuts on Netflix.
Oh.
Next year?
That's going to be the beginning of next year, right?
I think so. But if that's not fake, then that's pretty cool. I like that. A TV championship for the women? That's badass. I like that. Put the women's tag team on one show and then put the women's mid-card title on the other show. That way we have but you can have tag team matches still on both shows, but the tag teams from Raw will travel to SmackDown and you could do like, okay, for us trading, we're taking this tag team to take on our tag team champions. We'll give you fucking Goober McGee and Goober Nut. Because they're not fucking doing anything over here. Let's put them in the mid-card scene over there. But
yeah, well, too bad Tiffany Stratton isn't on Raw because that would be she could win that if they weren't going to give her a major title. I just want her to win something.
I feel like she's going to be one of Bayley's next opponents.
Well, it's going to be at Money in the Bank if anything because we already know Nia's her opponent for SummerSlam.
Oh yeah,
I think Nia's going to beat her at SummerSlam. Spoilers for whenever we predict SummerSlam, but.
What if Tiffany Stratton just injects herself into that match somehow?
What if Chelsea Green wins Money in the Bank and Nia beats Bayley and then Chelsea Green just cashes in on Nia? That would be such a good story.
And then Jeff Hardy comes back from TNA and pins Chelsea Green to be the WWE Women's Champion.
Hey, TNA and WWE do have that working relationship, so.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, look, Jeff, we'll bring you back to be a champion, but it's got to be the women's champion. Our main.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I just remembered this. Tonight is Tuesday night when we are recording this. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a battle royal for the NXT number one contender for the NXT championship tonight, and there will be surprise people, not just from the NXT locker room, making some debuts over there. And you know who is not in the World Championship scene and Impact Wrestling right now?
I don't even know
anyone. Or in TNA?
I don't even know anyone
Jeff
other
fucking
than...
Hardy.
Oh my god.
Dude, he's gonna come back. Imagine they bring Jeff back just to put him over in NXT. Wouldn't that be so fucking funny?
That'd be pretty great.
I know. I mean, fuck, man. I don't know. Once he officially retires, I'll finally be done. Like, predict. No, I won't. What am I talking about? I'll never. Jeff Hardy's 80 years old. He's going to run down the ramp with a steel chair. Undertaker's the protector of WrestleMania. Jeff Hardy is the protector of the TLC matches that he's never won.
Yeah, he just interferes in every TLC match.
Yeah. He's like, the odds need to be balanced.
Get rid of this table. They're evil. Even in steel cage matches, they cost me the match.
Yeah, I just see the table and I'm like, must jump through table.
I don't know how many of Jeff's matches he lost that way. Just going through a table somehow. Like, a table wasn't even there, but Jeff managed to go through it.
I'm pretty sure he lost that match to CM Punk where he had to leave WWE because he decided to jump off of the cage. Not through a table, but just decided to jump off of the cage. I'm like, I
thought CM Punk, like, kicked him off or something. Because I thought they were, like,
well,
both up.
I'm saying at one point, like, he could have escaped, but he, swung on CM Punk, I want to say.
Probably, he does that all the
like,
time in every single steel cage match he's ever been in. He gets to the top, and it's like, yeah, Jeff, you can just climb out and win. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do a swanton off the top of the cage, or whisper in the wind off the top of the cage.
To his credit, it always looks fucking good, but... Damn it, Jeff. Why didn't you just win? Just win.
You still haven't forgiven CM Punk for that.
Oh, fuck CM Punk, man. It was so easy to hate him for such a long time. And then
Dude,
it got to
the week after
like,
that steel cage match where he came out dressed as Jeff Hardy, oh my god, he got so much heat.
I remember standing at the TV with tears in my eye, being like, you son of a bitch, I fucking hate you!
As a 9-year-old.
Yeah, I was so mad. God, I was pissed.
I was
so fucking pissed.
I was probably pretty hurt by it too. Because he like automatically went into a feud with The Undertaker after that, and I was so pissed when Undertaker got screwed in that submission match. I'm like, fuck you, CM Punk. Screw you, Teddy Long. And then we get buckle up, Teddy.
Buckle up, Teddy. But yeah. So what did you think about this match? Rating it out of 5.
Out of 5, I'd give it like a solid 4.
Solid 4. I'd say 3.75. How about that?
Fair enough.
Moving on to the next one, though, we got the Mega Powers versus the Witches versus the Submission Sorority Sisters.
Yeah, this match was wild. It reminded me a lot of the Backlash match between the Mega Powers and the Kabuki Warriors, just because there were a lot of botches in that match, and there were a lot of botches in this match too. It's like every 3 minutes there was a botch. I'm like, what is happening, bro?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because, like, I don't know what it was. It was kind of like cringy to watch, though, just how much people were fucking up.
Yeah. But
there was a surprising
I texted
outcome.
you after it. I'm like, oh, get ready for the botches. And
you literally said, I think those exact words. Get ready for the second match. It's like a botch fest or something like that. I'm like, oh god,
dude. When Jade should just stop trying to do that like springboard into the ring, because I'm pretty sure this is the second time she's like botched it. And I'm like, it's cool.
Yeah.
We already know you're athletic. You don't have to do that to prove anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It looked like a botch ending, but I can't tell. So the Mega Powers lost. That was probably the most surprising thing about this show.
Yeah.
They lost to not the Submission Sorority Sisters, but to the Witches. And the Witches on the previous SmackDown, did you know? On the previous SmackDown, I think it was Isla Fire tapped out to Shayna Baszler and like
you just combined their names. Alba Fire, did you mean? You said Isla Fire, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that one.
It's Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Okay, well there you go. That one. Whichever one has the red hair.
Wait. No, never mind.
Yeah,
I think that's
so
Alba Fire.
She tapped out to Shayna Baszler in like less than 1 minute. So she was basically jobbed to Shayna. The SmackDown before the pay-per-view.
That's where Michael Cole was talking about, yeah, they lost that match, but they're like, we're not going to give it our all in front of stupid Ohio.
Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. That's why I think the ending was botched. Because it apparently somebody was holding on to Bianca's foot so she couldn't slide into the ring. I think Jade was supposed to roll out of the ring, hit that person, and Bianca was supposed to be able to go break up the pin and, pull her John Cena / Hulk Hogan routine. Well, then what ended up happening, it looked like Jade rolled on top of Bianca, and Bianca couldn't get out from underneath Jade. So then Bianca was just stuck. And
Well, I mean, if they weren't supposed to win the match, Shayna could have just kicked out of that. Or she was right next to the rope. She could have just reached the rope.
Well, and that's one of them things too, though. It's one of them where Bianca has to look like Superman. That might have been the spot. Bianca looked like Superman, and that might have been the finish afterwards, whatever Bianca did.
I don't know. I feel like if they weren't meant to win, then something would have happened to prolong it. Because
there was that time that Becky Lynch was supposed to kick out in NXT, but she just didn't kick out, and Emma ended up winning a match that Charlotte was supposed to win.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but
it was on an opening show on a takeover a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know. This match was pretty middling. It's probably the worst match of the night.
Most definitely.
I give it 2 out of 5.
Yeah, same. 2 out of 5. The botches were kind of funny at times. I think Jade falling on her face was pretty funny, honestly.
I wonder if they're gonna do Jade Bianca before we thought they were. Because I mean, with the way that match finished, you got the perfect setup for it.
Maybe they'll put aside their differences and they'll both qualify for Money in the Bank, and that's where we'll get the downfall.
Maybe.
But moving on to the next match, which was the IC title.
Yep.
The IC title match, Gunther, just kidding, Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable.
Oh, when is Chad going to win this fucking title?
Dude, Chad's going to be the next WWE champion.
He's
beating
totally
Cody
fine
Rhodes.
with that.
Dude, I seen a comment on one of Santi's TikToks, and it said they're turning Chad Gable into Chad Angle, and I think everybody in the WWE fandom is fine with this. And I thought, yeah, everybody's fucking cool with him being the next fucking Kurt Angle, because he is the next Kurt Angle. He's so fucking good. And
that's
then
what I'm saying. He needs a championship already. I would be fine with him, the Intercontinental title just eluding him and him just becoming world champion. I'd be totally fucking fine with that.
Somebody else said that, Chad is Kurt Angle's comedic chops with Kurt Angle's ring ability mixed with Chris Jericho's heel ability, or early 2000 heel ability. And I'm like, no fucking shot. That is so accurate. Because he can get under your skin. Actually, I think Kurt could get under your skin, but it was you were always able to laugh at Kurt. But
when Chad he came out and did Sexy Kurt in that feud with Shawn Michaels. I'm just a sexy Kurt. I'll make your ankle hurt.
My cat agrees. You hear that? Yeah. He's just a sexy Kurt. But, yeah, this was probably my favorite match of the night. I don't know why I liked it so much. Probably because Sami and Chad are just goats.
I mean, it was really good. It just... I didn't love the ending. I know what they're doing with it. I know the story they're telling. But, Chad was so fucking smart and aware of that whole match, and then the ending is just going to be an absolute buffoon and turn his attention away from Sami Zayn. But in terms of in-ring work, yeah, it was great. It was fantastic.
I think the in-ring work overall did it enough where that's why it was my favorite. I'm able to kind of overlook a kind of meh ending because the in-ring work was so good.
I wish Otis would have actually physically done something to him instead of just walking out with Maxine and Chad being like, "What are you guys doing?" And then he just gets hit with a Luba kick. I'm like, bro, really? You played him as so intelligent this whole match and leading into the match, and then you're just gonna have him do the most ignorant shit ever.
But then again, I guess that kind of fits Chad's character in a way that, he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, but in reality, he isn't always the smartest guy in the room. Because, I mean, did you hear what he said to Adam Pearce when he asked for another shot at the IC title? He said, "As an intellectual." I'm like, oh god, here we go.
When was that? Was that on Raw?
Yeah, that was on Raw.
Oh, okay, yeah. The only thing I saw with him on Raw, well, I saw he lost to Braun Strowman, and then I saw that he got murdered.
Yeah. Did you see him attack Tozawa?
Yeah, he Yeah, I saw him like push him down, and then Otis got fed up and pissed.
Yeah, and then they left. They said that Otis is like, "We're done." But yeah, when they were in the office, he said to Adam Pearce, or he was looking at Tozawa. He said, "I'm sick and tired of all of you." And he looked at Maxine. He's like, I don't remember what he called Maxine. He said something to Otis, but I just remember what he said about Tozawa. He's like, "You have the worst attendance ever. You skipped another flight." Because Tozawa wasn't at Clash of the Castle or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny. That's a pretty easy way to explain it too. It's just like, he's just a bad pupil.
Well, I would give this match probably 4 out of 10 too. I'd say it's on level with the WWE title match.
I would give it a 4 out of 10. That just puts it my top match probably. I guess next would be the WWE Women's Championship match.
Yep, Bayley versus Piper Niven.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I do remember Piper was countering like everything Bayley was throwing at her, and then Bayley eventually overcomes the odds. And what was that move she won with? I don't know if I've ever seen Bayley do that. Because it wasn't the Rose Plan, it wasn't the Bayley to belly. It was like jumped up, hooked the back of her arms, and like just dumped Piper on her head. I'm like, what was that? I don't know. I think it's cool when people win with moves they don't usually use.
I have no idea what it was. I've never seen her use it myself, so.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that came from out of nowhere. But I kind of like that.
Was it the Mishunuki driver or whatever?
Sure.
I don't remember what that's called.
What did you think about Charles Robinson was also the referee in this match, which was pretty nice.
It was.
He threw Chelsea Green out like immediately. Just like, get out of here! Then what did you think of Chelsea coming back in the Rey Mysterio?
Oh, she's the best, man. She's the fucking best.
It's like, did she go to I'm sure they just had one backstage, but it's just funny to think she went to
Where did
the
she
shop
go fucking get that from?
She went to the shop in the building and just bought him out.
Or stole it.
Stole it from Ray, even though we don't know if he was there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, no, oh man. No, Chelsea's epic. She's so funny.
She's still my front runner for Money in the Bank. I hope she wins.
Me too. Women's Money in the Bank, Chelsea Green.
She'd just be so good with the briefcase. Like, imagine the promo she's gonna cut.
Just imagine the antics she would pull.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the best and easiest way to make Chelsea Green like a champion in WWE. Like, and I want her to be, but like with her current character, she's obviously like she's not gonna beat Bayley in a one-on-one match without any shenanigans happening.
Yeah, and that's fine. You don't always have to have some like overpower the odds champ. You know?
No, not at all.
Yeah, like
I feel like it'd be like a breath of fresh air because like Tiffany is like. She's kind of got the same like characteristics, but like she can beat anyone one-on-one. Like she's just established herself like that. Chelsea Green is just like that sleazy, conniving heel that's gonna win like cheating and through like the most underhanded tactics possible.
She kind of reminds me of like a mixture of the Miz and Edge.
Yeah, that's fair. But just in terms of female, she really reminds me of Carmella.
Yeah, I miss Carmella.
I do too. When is she going to be back? She's already had her kid, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's probably just taking time off to.
Oh, dude, Carmella and Alexa Bliss may both be coming back soon. That would be pretty hype.
That would be pretty cool.
I love both of them.
But no, imagine. Okay, here's the scene for you. All right, let's just say Bayley's still champ and Chelsea wins Money in the Bank at SummerSlam. Chelsea Green comes out and like stiletto heels, and it takes her like 3 minutes. Let's say both people are laid out in the middle of the ring, and it takes her like 3 minutes because the SummerSlam entrance is long to get to the ring. And then by the time she goes to cash in, both people are up just standing looking at her. And then she just stares at him, takes the briefcase, and then just walks back to the locker room. That would be like, those would be her cash-in attempts, and they would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
and
I would
it's
love
an easy way to
I would love that so much more than what they were doing with.
Up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I would love that so much more than what they were doing with like Damian before he actually cashed in, where he like went to cash in and something would happen to make it a failed cash in. Just her taking forever to get to the ring and then being like, oh, yeah, another time.
And then both people are standing there, and it's like, Chelsea Green, and she just covers the mic and she's just shaking her head. She just grabs the money in the bank and just walks off.
Yeah, I could go with that. That'd be great.
Oh,
There's a lot of
she
stuff
like
you can do
has
with
a
her in the briefcase.
she like has a referee like dragging. She just drags the same referee everywhere with her at all points in time. That I don't know. That's just so fucking. They could do so much with her with Money in the Bank, and she could hold it. You could get. I think you got a good 5 to 6 months before it would finally kind of get old, because you don't have to do it every week, or you could do it every week, but just try to come up with something different. How does she fuck it up this week? And then she finally goes to cash in, but the match ends. And then the champ's just like waiting for her. And it's like, nope, okay, now I don't want to.
I feel like it would be like the whole R-Truth and 24/7 title thing. Like him with the 24/7 title, like never got old. I feel like that would be Chelsea Green. And as Miss Money in the Bank, like it would never get old. Like she'd cash in by the time it got old.
Yeah. It's
because she got the
I don't
skill
know.
set to pull that off and like keep it entertaining. So
Yeah, and she's good enough in the ring to warrant like a 2, 3, 4 month run with a women's championship. You know, you don't have to have her win all the time by cheating. You could, or not by cheating, I say, but like she can do like some Ric Flair tactics to win. You know, it doesn't always have to be some outside interference. Like if the ref is like got his back turned, she can Logan Paul brass knuck somebody. Not obviously not that, but do an eye poke or something like that. We haven't seen a good eye poke in a while.
I can't tell you the last time we saw that.
Yeah, that was a classic Ric Flair move, I'm pretty sure.
He was always doing eye pokes and low blows and eye rakes.
But yeah, what do you rate the women's championship match?
I'd give it like 3 out of 10. It's solid.
I'd say about the same. About the same. I have no issues with it. Next was the world title match.
Yep, the last match of the night.
The last match of the night. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Drew needs to come back with Broken Dreams, damn it.
Yeah, I know. That was the only reaction I've seen to Clash of the Castle. I accidentally went on social media after Saturday, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then all I saw was, where's Broken Dreams? I'm like, oh, well, he didn't bring Broken Dreams back.
If you're gonna bring it back, now is the time. Like, if it doesn't come back whenever he comes back, because obviously something happened on Raw, but if he doesn't bring it back whenever he comes back, it's not coming back.
Yeah, because right now he has Broken Dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
The actual match was fine and whatever, but I feel like obviously the thing everyone was talking about was CM Punk.
Yeah. So, did you know it was CM Punk from the get-go?
Oh, as soon as I saw his hair, I knew that was CM Punk.
I did too. But I seen a lot of reactions to it, and people were like shocked, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. But I seen the sneakers and the hair, and I was like, oh, that's Punk.
Yeah, like he's got what ref is gonna have that hairstyle? That's CM.
So, did you see the backstage footage of how he got the referee shirt?
No, I did not.
Okay, so I like that they did this. So he was just backstage watching, apparently, and it's all recorded and stuff. And there was a ref standing next to him, and he said, give me a shirt, give me a shirt. And she's like, why? He's like, just give me a shirt. She's like, here, what do you need it for? Am I going to get it back? He's like, yeah, I'll be right back. And then he ran out to the ring in it. So it's not like, yeah, so I like that. I like that they did that. It's not like, because if that's the case, if they just send him out there in a referee shirt, then the question is asked, well, why is WWE doing that to Drew McIntyre? That can be the question. But now it's like, oh, Punk just literally just took matters into his own hands. That's all.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I thought it was a pretty creative way to get Punk involved in it, because we kind of knew CM Punk was going to get involved somehow, or figured he would, but I wasn't really expecting him as the referee. But then I saw his hair. I'm like, oh, this is how he's interfering. Okay. And I love the 1, 2, and then he just kind of stops, and Drew's just like, what the hell, ref? And then he sees it, CM Punk. Like, Drew's reaction in that moment was so incredible. His facial reactions are great.
Yeah, apparently Drew's wife is sick.
Oh, that's not good.
That's what Michael Cole was saying on commentary, and then I kept seeing TikToks. So you want to bring up what happened on Raw real quick?
Him quitting?
Yeah, Drew apparently quit. Air quote quit.
Yeah. If he really quit, I don't think they would have done that on Raw.
They would not have given that man a live mic and told him to go out there if he was about to quit. But anyways, so I seen a lot of people saying that he's probably going to take some time off and take care of his wife, which good. So this now goes into my theory. All right. You may like this, and I think you will. And I've kind of stolen bits and pieces of it from people, but this is also something that I kind of had in my head after I saw Drew quit. So Drew McIntyre's now gone. CM Punk's going to come out next week or something like that and just talk mad shit. Well, Adam Pearce is going to come out and be like, Punk, you talk a lot, but I'm going to put you in the Money in the Bank match, motherfucker. Let's see if you can win it 3 times. And Punk's like, all right, cool. I can win whatever I want when I want. And so they put Punk in the Money in the Bank match. And as Punk is about to climb the ladder to retrieve Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre appears out of nowhere, pulls Punk off the ladder, Glasgow kiss, and then a Claymore to Punk. And then he just stands over him as somebody else climbs the ladder and retrieves Money in the Bank and wins.
Okay. Is he
how do
clear
you
to
like that?
compete?
Punk?
Yeah.
By Money in the Bank, he will be.
Yeah. Well, that's only like 2.5 weeks away.
Yeah, I'm sure he's clear to compete.
I think
Pretty sure
so.
he's been clear.
Probably.
Yeah. He has been cleared because remember that was that whole thing where he was like because he didn't compete at Mania, did he?
No.
Yeah.
No, because
he
beat Drew with the cast or whatever. Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, and he took it off. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, so he should be cleared.
All right, I would like that. Because it's about time that Punk kind of gets his comeuppance for just screwing Drew.
Well, and what I was sitting there thinking is, fuck, did Punk just turn heel? Because what he did was just a straight heel maneuver. You can say what you want. Drew McIntyre was the face in that match.
Well, yeah, it was in Scotland. Obviously, it was the face.
Well, I mean, people were still cheering for Bayley over Piper, but...
Bayley gets cheered everywhere.
That's true. But, still. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry, puppy dog. You can't eat that.
I feel like that would be a good way because there's obviously... Money in the Bank is the last thing we have before SummerSlam, I think, and it seems...
It is, yep.
Punk versus Drew is a SummerSlam match. That's a money match.
Yep. And you need to build that rivalry just a little bit more. Or you need to keep it on everybody's mind, I should say. You don't have to build it. It's been built.
Yeah, no, I think it works better if he doesn't show up again until Money in the Bank.
And you want to know another way I kind of knew CM Punk was going to get involved the longer the match went on? I don't think commentary brought it up hardly at all that McIntyre and Punk had been feuding.
Oh, yeah. No,
and they do that shit when they don't want you to think about, somebody else.
Yeah, even though I'm pretty sure everyone there was just waiting for Punk.
Oh, I'm sure. But that's why they don't bring up Jeff Hardy very often. Because
they don't want you to know when he's coming back.
Yeah, but I keep bringing him up, so I keep fucking us all over. So if I just stop bringing him up, if I can do one wrestling episode where I don't bring up Jeff Hardy, or you don't bring up Jeff Hardy, because you're pretty bad about it. You bring up Jeff Hardy probably more than I do.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you probably are going to pick him to win Money in the Bank, if I'm being honest.
Dude, CM Punk just robbed Jeff Hardy a lot, didn't he? Because Jeff Hardy was going to be the Money in the Bank winner at WrestleMania 24, but he got suspended, so they gave it to Punk.
Uh-huh. He took the fucking, World Heavyweight Championship away from him with the Money in the Bank contract. He stole his career from him.
And now he's trying to do the same thing to Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I won't stand for it, CM Punk. Drew McIntyre till the day I die. I stand with Drew.
Well, what would you grade we didn't really talk much about the actual match, but obviously the Punk thing was the biggest. But what would you give the World Championship match?
3.75. But both the world title matches were
kind of
on par.
I'll agree with
men's world title matches.
Well, at 3.75, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked them. There wasn't anything inherently bad with them. That Damian getting caught up in the rope was a little scary, but I've seen some people say that was possibly planned. I was like, if that was planned, good on Damian.
I would need to rewatch some of that match. Well, all of these matches, honestly. There's been moments that I can't fully remember, but
Clash of the Castle as a whole, out of 5, I would say was like a 3.75 show.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's above average for sure. It wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think it was as good as the. Go back and listen to our last Clash of the Castle and see what. We didn't talk about Clash of the Castle.
No.
Oh,
that was when we were canceled.
Oh fuck! God damn it! The media, man, they keep canceling us.
I know they're trying to shut us out, but we won't allow it.
Yeah, we'll talk about Batman Beyond and the Batman Beyond movie whenever we want. Oh, spoilers! Batman Beyond has a movie coming out. It's directed by us.
It's gonna
Who's
be
your Terry McGinnis?
Well, I'd say it's the best Batman Beyond movie coming out, or it's gonna be the best Batman Beyond movie ever. But Return of the Joker is a pretty high bar, and it's not gonna be.
It's gonna be the best one of 2029. Let's just say that.
Okay, so we got 5 years to make this movie.
Yeah. Who's your Terry McGinnis?
Man, dude. Can we not get Will Friedle again?
No. This is live action.
So?
Isn't this dude gonna be like 50?
Probably. Yeah, he probably is 50 at this.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, man. You don't want to go a little younger? Come on.
I don't know enough young actors. Like, my mind goes to Tom Holland, but he's fucking Spider-Man. So.
Here we go. Who do you want to be your Bruce Wayne?
Ooh. I mean, if we're going to get this done by 2029, let's just grab Michael Keaton.
Fuck it.
Because we can totally afford him.
Yeah. Okay, Michael Keaton. We need to find a young actor. I tell you what, we'll work on a young actor. We'll see if we can find one. If not, if people leave a comment on a young actor who could play our Batman Beyond, otherwise Theo Vaughn will be our Terry McGinnis. That is a threat and a promise. Yes. So if you don't want to see Theo Vaughn, actually, I kind of want to see Theo Vaughn as Terry McGinnis now.
I want to see that. Oh my god,
that would be pretty funny. He'd just be like, he would land. He'd be like, "Man, I once knew a guy like you. He's dead now, but the criminals would be like, holy shit, Batman killed him."
Oh my god. Isn't Theo Vaughn like 52 though?
No, he's like 40, 38.
Huh. He's what? Really? He's only like, I don't know, he's like young still.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. All right, what do we have to say about Raw though? We talked about Clash at the Castle.
He's 44.
Oh, okay. So yeah, not that much younger than Will Friedle.
But the Raw after Mania, or the Raw after the Castle.
Burn it down. What do we think about Seth Rollins coming back?
I liked it. I didn't really understand why Damian just came out and was like, "Fight me at Money in the Bank." I didn't understand that, but whatever. Pop off, Damian.
I don't get why Damian's doing that. He's just handing out title matches. I'm like, this is not a very cool thing to do, Damian. Like you're being a very face champion, even though you're supposed to be a heel right now.
Yeah, no shit. I'm thinking if I just show up on Raw, he might just get me a title match. Fuck.
You just got to start talking about how you're gonna go after the world championship, and you're gonna enter yourself in Money in the Bank, and then Damian will come.
I'll just pause every couple seconds and look at the ramp and be like, "Damian, where you at?" But yeah, we get Seth Rollins come back. We talked about the Chad Gable stuff. What else was there?
Drew McIntyre. We already talked about that.
More stuff with Dirty Dom and Liv, which I love. It's hilarious.
That backstage moment where she had his jacket and Dom's like, "I need my jacket back," and Damian just comes around the corner. He's like, "Dom!"
He's like, "I'm just trying to get my jacket, man." She's like, "Liv, leave the poor guy alone." And she's just like, maybe he likes it when I bother him. And then runs away. Oh, I love this version of Liv. She's so funny.
Bro, this storyline is so fucking great. I cannot wait for Rhea to come back because it's just gonna add so much more.
Dude, and this is how you book. How did Vince fuck up Liv as champ so much when this is so good?
No, like I don't.
You know,
she needs to hold that title until Rhea comes back. Like it needs to be her versus Rhea for both the title and custody of Dominik Mysterio.
Yeah, Can we get another ladder match for custody of Dominik? But it's a triple threat. Okay, it's a triple threat, but the third person hasn't been announced. And then it's going to be a Brock Lesnar moment where halfway through the match, a fucking Rey Mysterio runs down to the ring and climbs up and gets custody of Dominik again.
You're still my son, Dominik.
You're still my son. Oh man, that'd be fucking hilarious. Did you see when the LWO and the Judgment Day were all at ringside and Liv came strolling out to the ring in Dom's jacket? Did you see any of that?
I don't think I saw that.
So, Selena Vega, somebody else, and Io Sky had a qualifying match. Io Sky is in the Money in the Bank ladder match, by the way.
Yeah, she's not going to win since she won last year. But I mean,
A lot of people seem to like want her to win again. They'd be okay with Io winning again.
I mean, I'd
And
be
I'm
okay
like,
with her winning again, but I don't see
Yeah.
them doing that.
No, I just don't see any like kind of creative direction for Io winning versus like somebody like Chelsea Green.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, so Liv comes out to the ring and Dom is standing there, being Dominik. Anyway, she's like pressed all up against Dominik, and Selena Vega comes and attacks her. Well, the LWO and the Judgment Day all jump in and start beating each other up. The first person Dominik attacked was Ray, and Ray was like so far away from him from everybody else, but he just went and targeted Ray immediately. And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. It just goes to hit Ray for no fucking reason.
So I saw the moment, I think it was last week on Raw, where it was like the same thing. It was like a tag team match, and like Dominik's just kind of standing there, and Liv comes out, and she's like on the apron, and she gets knocked off onto him, and she's like just straight up mounting him. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going there with this storyline.
Yeah. Well, you seen the whole key card thing?
Oh yeah, and Finn took
Yeah.
it. I like how Damian
Yeah,
called
Finn.
him out for that. He's like, look, man, we saw you take the key card last week. I just want to know what was up with that. It's like, whoa, are you accusing me of something?
Yeah. I also like how they have a Rey Mysterio like action figure in the Judgment Day locker room, and it has a little sign, and it's holding it, and it says, "I'm a deadbeat dad."
Oh, bro.
It's so fucking funny. I bet Ray gets a kick out of that shit.
Probably.
I bet he thinks that is the funniest fucking thing ever. Or he hates it. I doubt he hates it, but
I like how when he was on Logan Paul's podcast like forever ago, and he was talking about Dominik, and he's like, man, he's just a little brat, man. He's
they keep that shit like real.
yeah. Well, is there anything else to talk about before we get to the end?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, the Wyatt Six are here, and they're murdering everyone.
Yeah, they are.
Chad Gable is fucking dead.
Yeah, R.I.P. Chad. I assume Triple H is dead because he's in Gorilla always.
He's in what?
Gorilla. They went through Gorilla. Did you not see that?
Oh, so you think they just killed Triple H?
Probably. We just didn't see him. His body was too mutilated.
I wonder how
But
they're
yeah.
gonna address that, because it's like, yeah, they murdered everyone.
I don't think they murdered him, but I think
Well, I
they'll
mean,
just
Chad-
be like,
Chad is
Wyatt
dead.
Six. Yeah, Chad's dead. We're gonna get zombie Chad now.
They're gonna show the
What if he
back.
comes-
The cameraman was just a witness to all this murder. It's like, oh my god, Chad Gable
I
got
did-
shot.
It's like, holy shit, he brought a gun for an I Quit match and somebody used it on him. It's like, who the fuck gave him that idea? I just slowly start raising my hand up over my face. Look at me.
Are you one of the Wyatt Six?
I might be. I seen like the GOAT or something like that. Might be Eric Rowan.
Ooh, he's back, and that would be cool. I would like
I
that.
know.
Because
I would too.
because I mean, it seems like this is just going to be a tribute to Bray, and like, yeah, Eric Rowan being there would be really good. I
Well,
feel like
like,
I feel like Braun Strowman should be a part of this too, but
I don't, because like Braun can do his own thing. I don't see what creative direction they would have with Eric Rowan. I'm not saying he's bad or anything. They tried with him and Luke Harper being separate. And obviously Luke Harper ended up like doing something amazing with the Brody Lee character, or with being Brody Lee. But I think they tried with Eric Rowan, and then they stuck him with Daniel Bryan when he was doing the eco-friendly stuff.
oh yeah,
And I don't know if like, but that was all under Vince too. Maybe Triple H could find something to do with him.
yeah. I mean,
But
I mean,
regardless,
is
I
Dexter
kinda like
Loomis
the-
really going to work outside of this? Because I know Dexter Loomis is one of them.
oh, is he?
Yeah, I don't know which one, but And I don't know when the last time we even saw Dexter Lumis was. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like this idea of maybe you have to go through every single member of the Wyatt Six to get to Uncle Howdy. And I kind of like Uncle Howdy maybe not being some like gold chaser or something that appears on every PLE or something like that, but maybe as something that like just kind of, I don't know, kind of use him like the Undertaker, you know?
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense? Sparingly. You could give each of those people individual careers.
Like you're not going to use Uncle Howdy or the Wyatt Six really if there's not a story there.
Yeah. I mean, you could use Bo Dallas as like, you could bring him back as the Bo Lee thing. And then like, you could make him like
You could literally give his character like a split personality or something. Kind of like Bray Wyatt had with The Fiend.
Yes, that's kind of what I was going with. Make him lose a bunch and make him like kind of start having mental breakdowns on air. And he's just like rocking back and forth. Record a bunch of vignettes with him without the beard or with the beard, with the Uncle Howdy beard and stuff. And you could just kind of play them over time. Like, and then let Bo kind of grow his beard back out and then just have him come back as Uncle Howdy, you know, or like show him slowly descending into being a crazy man, you know, with him stop being so clean shaven and all this other stuff. And
so Uncle
like,
Howdy, who should his first feud be against?
That's what I'm wondering. Ooh, John Cena.
John Cena comes back.
Yeah, and he just buries the whole Uncle Howdy character. Just fucking John Cena, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar. That's his first feud. The three guys with the golden shovels.
I wonder. I could totally
bury that motherfucker.
I could totally see it being Seth, to be honest.
Ooh,
like
that.
I could see them costing Seth the world title match at Money in the Bank or something.
I like that.
Yeah,
because
of all the guys on Raw, there's not much better you can go with than Seth.
Yeah,
especially
and
when it comes to faces.
Yeah, Seth, you don't need Seth to be in the world title. And Seth's also one of them guys that if he loses, it's not gonna hurt his momentum. You know, Seth Rollins can go out there, like he said last night on Raw. It's no matter what Damian Priest wants, it's always going to be Monday Night Rollins. I love that so much. That is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's always going to be one of those guys. He doesn't need to be in the world title picture for as long as you need him somewhere else. You can just have him wherever.
Yeah,
because he's one of those names that's going to draw like an audience easily. Yeah, like CM Punk at this point.
Yeah, Jericho always used to say Raw is Jericho. But, you know, I think Monday Night Rollins is better.
Yeah, that's fair. I like it.
But, yeah, I think that's all I had to say.
Yeah, that was Clash at the Castle and the Raw after. We got the Wyatt Six. We got Drew quitting. Who knows what's going to happen. Chad Gable's dead. He didn't win the Intercontinental title. Then he got murdered. So who knows what's going to happen between now and Money in the Bank. But hopefully it's a good build.
Looking forward.
And that card is... hoping that's a fun card.
It's once again WWE has done the thing where they've made me look forward to the next PLE, and that's crazy. Because I don't know about you, but I remember back when we used to watch pretty regularly. There would be times we would go from pay-per-view to pay-per-view, and I'd just be like, I don't give a fuck about either of these cards at all. Like none of this interests me at all.
Yeah, same. I'm glad they're telling good stories right now and they got good talent to do it with.
No kidding. I'm enjoying it. Having fun. But where can you find this show?
Oh, you find the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find your podcast, at the Red Arrow on YouTube. You can find some other stuff there, some DC, some Marvel, some film discussion in general. All kinds of stuff, so go check that out.
Hey, weren't you doing something where you talk about the X-Men movies here recently?
Oh, yeah, we've been doing that on the show. And, so this is going to come out before the Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix one. So our next episode will be X-Men Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, and then we'll still have Logan, the Deadpools, and New Mutants to talk about before Deadpool and Wolverine. So, trying to get through those.
Yeah, but the future looks bright for us.
Yes.
Except for the very last one we're going to do. But
I think it'll be fun. But yeah, that's been that so random.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.